Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Parallel Mothers. Finally! This one came around here in New Jersey after it coming out on Christmas Day, but it is halfway through January and it has arrived at AMC Voorhees and I got a chance to see it from Pedro Almodovar, who I'm a huge fan of his films, especially Pain and Glory, and was very excited for this film when it finally got around to me. And Almodovar is able to balance emotion and filmmaking and just beautiful, colorful visuals and a lot of interesting themes and different threads and some perspectives on relationships that feel fresh and different and subversions to what you might expect from a film like this. And this is a striking and colorful experience from Jose Luis Alcaine, who is the cinematographer. How the camera moves, the close-ups, the framing, how every bit of color just stands out in such a significant way in this film. And there's a richness to everything. This is like quality cinematography, bringing a world to life, and I appreciate it so much. Now, what was really impressive from Alberto Iglesias is the music. The composition that he brings in this film, the use of strings, it's a bit Hitchcockian. There's some suspense building. And this film doesn't like lean into like, there's no thriller elements or anything like that, but the raw emotion of the story just bleeds through with this music that cranks up the tension. There's one particular sequence between our two main mothers, which is so tragic and so emotional, and the strings in the background just heighten this tension to the point where it's like, oh, I'm a bit on the edge of my seat. I don't know what's going to happen next, and that music's able to elevate this film, but there's a passion and tension about this film. There's so much love and human connection in this film between so many different characters to the point where it makes it pretty interesting and causes some strange dynamics to build throughout the film. But there's so much going on in this film, but at the core of it, this is really all about our main character, Janice, played by Penelope Cruz, and you have her struggling with her relationship with Arturo, played by Israel Elejalde, who, like, they have a child together, and how their relationship goes, and then her making this connection with this other young mother, Anna, played by Milena Smit, and then her connection that she builds with this young woman and how they connect as mothers and how they connect as lovers. And this whole entire underlying story of Penelope Cruz's character, Jen, is trying to connect back with her ancestors, who one of which was murdered by the fascists as they were taking over Spain. And this whole entire ancestral connection is the basin for most of this film, and this strong connection that she has with Arturo trying to help with this situation, and how it all comes together. And Almodovar is able to balance all of these threads in an expert way. And you have these things, there's just this is a tragically emotional kind of film. There's scenes, like I mentioned, that are so raw and moving and impactful. There's certain things that happen in this film that are shocking and devastating, and how they affect our characters. And the filmmaking, the camera work, how things are captured on screen brings a poignancy that just drives home the emotion and the life that Almodovar injects into this film. And you have this cast. Penelope Cruz is great. She gives one of the strongest leading performances of the year. Smits uses so much of her facial expressions to deliver. And you have Elejalde, who does a fantastic job as a supporting character. And there's sexual tension between multiple of these characters together. And it creates a unique experience that this film doesn't feel like it has to fit into any romantic tropes. It's able to see these connections between these characters and realize that they can have complex relationships and still have that meaningfulness in their connections with each other, while also driving home this underlying current of ancestral connections and doing right by your ancestors. And this film works on so many different levels. Filmmaking, impeccable. Characters and story, moving and emotional. It delivers. And Almodovar has another great film on his hands with this one. And I really look forward to checking out more of his films. And I hope you do as well. But those are my thoughts on Parallel Mothers. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.